Alright guys and gals, Crypto Kurt here with another crypto video, and today I'm going to be looking at the NEX ICO and lottery registration process. Before we go any further, let me just be upfront and state that I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. This video should be construed for research, education, and entertainment purposes only, and please do your own due diligence before investing in any of these ICOs. All right, so I am going to go through the white paper and look at what the platform is going to do and how it's going to work, and some potential payout options for token holders. But the first thing I thought I would do is walk you through, or at least talk you through, the registration process. So I believe there's a couple things that are happening here. So one, the organization does not want a bunch of whales to come in and buy up a shitload of these tokens to then turn around and dump them on the market as soon as the ICO hits the markets. So to eliminate that process, or that opportunity for people with a lot of money, they are doing a lottery registration. Okay. Now I just want to go through a couple points here. The first thing is the winners of the lottery will be announced on the 31st of March, 2018. But they did not ask for an email address to go through this process. So I'm not sure how the announcement will be made. I have some ideas which I'll share with you, but there's a couple of things that you'll need to do. For whatever reason, I tend to do most of my crypto stuff in Firefox. When you go through this registration process, they're going to ask you to go to Chrome, because there is an NEX browser extension that you need to add to your browser and then go through the process of setting up. Okay, so to register for the next lottery, it says please have your ID documents ready. Terms and conditions. So this is important. At the moment, we are still working with our legal teams to ascertain if USA, China, and South Korea are able to contribute towards our ICO. We will have a definite answer by March 30th. Remember, the lottery winners are going to be announced on the 31st. So on the 30th, where there's 24 hours left to still come back here and join, they're going to make the announcement as to whether USA citizens, Chinese citizens, or South Korean citizens can actually get involved with this. But the point is, as they state here, but for now, you are free to apply for the lottery and we will update in due course. So I would highly suggest that if you're a citizen of one of those three countries, that you go ahead and get into the lottery, because they're only allowing 25,000 people to purchase. And we'll go through that in just a minute. All right, so you need a name and document. The name and document you provide must be your own. Throughout the lottery, know your customer, KYC and ICO processes, your ID number must be valid. Okay, so IDs that expire at any time during these processes will not be accepted. The issuing country must match the ID you are providing. To provide a contributing wallet address, you will need to download and install our Chrome NEX wallet extension. And just so you know what happens when you go through that process, you are issued a wallet which has its own address, a private key, and then a private recovery backup key as well. The wallet address that you provide in the lottery registration needs to be the same address that you provide for KYC. If you are a successful participant and must match the address you send NeoGas from in the ICO contribution. So it doesn't really, not perfect English there, but basically you are going to be given a NEX address in the wallet. And when you go through the process of registration, the last thing that you're going to do is basically click a button and it's going to insert the address directly from the wallet. Okay. Now, participants must be 18 or older to apply for the lottery. If you are successful in the lottery, the information you provide below must match the information you provide at the KYC stage. Multiple registrations, we will remove anyone from the lottery that submits multiple forms of identification or otherwise tries to manipulate the lottery results. Okay, so if you go to Google, put in NEX ICO, you will see this, well, there may be an ad or two. Again, don't click on the ads if you see some ad trying to get you there. It's probably a phishing site. Here's the neonexchange.org, and then here is the token sale information page, which we'll go through quickly. Save the date. So important, beware of scams. So the next token sale will occur in April and will require contributions through the NEX extension or the token sale feature in Neon Wallet, which I have shown in a previous video where I show how to stake your Neo to get gas. Okay. Now, NEX opens registration for the sale lotteries. In the first round, we will conduct lotteries among all registered users to select participants for the token sale. The first lottery will select up to 25,000 participants to contribute up to $1,000 each, and that's US dollars. A second lottery will select participants from the remaining users to fill any gaps left by participants who failed to register or wished to contribute under the maximum individual limit. Okay, so do some quick math. 25,000 participants, $1,000 each. That is 25 million bucks. So again, what they're doing is they're limiting the amount that each person can purchase up to $1,000. Now, you will need to use either NEO or gas to be involved in this ICO. So Ethereum's not going to work, Bitcoin's not going to work, Litecoin's not going to work. So while the markets are down, if you want to think about getting involved with this ICO, you might want to go get some NEO. If by chance you are not chosen for the lottery, you still can create gas for free by staking your NEO tokens in the Neon wallet. And again, I've got a video, maybe I'll do a link to that in the description below so you can go back. So the point is that even by buying NEO to prepare, if you don't get chosen for the lottery, it's still not a bad investment, guys, because again, you can create gas for free just by holding those tokens in the Neon wallet. Okay, so to continue down, March 30th, the lottery registration closes. On the 31st, winners of the lottery will receive a number that identifies them uniquely in the KYC process. This number can be reproduced from a user's registration information using a deterministic algorithm that we will publish after the first round, and the KYC process opens for winners of the first lottery. So again, you may, if they decide that they're not going to let the USA, South Korean, and Chinese people in, that means that there's going to be a bunch of those people who are going to get pulled out of that list. So again, go ahead and put yourself into the lottery, because if you're not pulled in the first round and they decide that they can't let those citizens in for whatever reason, there will be a second round on the 8th of April. And so if there's any slots that are still available, the second round will come in and they also will be able to purchase $1,000 worth of the NEX tokens. Okay, so here we can look at some of the token sale specifics. So you've got 2 rounds of sales for fair distribution. Max supply 50 million, ICO sale amount 25 million, and the price for both rounds is basically a direct correlation, 1 NEX for $1 USD. So if you elect to purchase $1,000 USD worth of NEX, you will end up with 1,000 NEX tokens. Round 1, the first round will occur in April and last for approximately 1 day in estimated block time. We will post the open and close block numbers prior to the sale, and the maximum contribution is $1,000 USD. And again, that's a minimum contribution of 1 NEO per. Okay, sorry, they are offering a minimum contribution of 1 NEO per person. So you don't have to do the 1,000. You can go up to 1,000 a max, or a minimum of 1 NEO. Round 2, if all NEX tokens are not sold after the first round, the second round will last for 2 additional days in estimated block time, or until the tokens are sold. Maximum contribution there will be $9,000, and once again, the minimum contribution is 1 NEO. If we jump over to CoinMarketCap real quick and just have a quick squiz at NEO, it currently is trading at $85.88, down 6% in the last 24 hours, I believe. And you can get a look at the charts there. So again, it's had a pullback along with all the cryptos as well. But it looks like it's got some pretty good support at the $80 mark. So I'm not expecting it to go much lower. So again, that is what it is. They go on to state that they will only accept NEO and gas for the token sale. The price of NEO and gas will be calculated through a 10-day moving average on prices from the highest volume exchange at the time of publication of the token sale contract to the NEO main net. Here's a look at the contribution, so the token distribution. So 1% is the ESOP, 4% for the company fund, 10% for partnerships, 15% to the NEO Council, 20% to the founders, and then 50% for the public ICO. Okay, so here's a bit about the NEX browser extension. So participate in our token sale using our newly designed and developed NEX Beta Wallet extension. The browser-based wallet will allow users to interact with decentralized apps, as well as send and receive NEO Gas and NEP5 tokens. And this is what it looks like when you have it set up. And just like with MetaMask, the browser or the extension puts in a little icon in your browser bar there. That's just a big blue N. And so when I click on that, that's going to bring mine up. And you can see that loads right out of your browser. And obviously, I don't have anything in there right now. Again, I'm using the Neon wallet because I am staking the coins for the free gas. And again, you can claim that every 5 minutes if you want. And I believe, as they said earlier, you can use the Neon wallet. I think the ICO will be able to be accessed via the Neon wallet as well. So we'll just see how that goes. But again, as part of the process of registering for this ICO, you have to install this and you have to give them the information that comes out of this, specifically your address that's assigned to you from this extension. There's a couple features here with the extension. So obviously you can send tokens. You can look up and track your transactions. You actually can create contacts, create, edit, and delete. And then there's decentralized app links, which are all going to be tied into the decentralized app. And that is what NEX is. NEX is going to be a decentralized app. Or should I say a decentralized marketplace. Okay, so here we have the white paper, and NEX, a platform for decentralized cryptographic trade and payment service creation. All right, so guys, what decentralized means is basically something along the lines of Ether Delta, except hopefully it will be a little bit more secure. So in a decentralized trading platform, you are going to be trading directly with other users. The cryptos will be traded back and forth directly through your wallets. So the exchange itself will never actually hold the tokens. This is compared to, say, Coinbase, where Coinbase will actually hold your tokens and you can keep them there, and that's called a centralized exchange. Okay, so again, NEX is going to be a decentralized cryptographic trade and payment service creation. So if we go through the abstract here, today cryptocurrencies are primarily traded on centralized exchanges where user funds are at risk to hackers and platform managers. Decentralized exchanges, DEXs, allow users to retain control of their funds as trades are mediated by smart contracts on a blockchain. But on-chain computation is generally too slow to keep up with high-volume order books. This paper describes Neon Exchange NEX, a new decentralized exchange on the Neo blockchain that applies a publicly verifiable off-chain matching engine to handle massive trading volume and support complex orders, such as limit orders, that are not possible on existing DEXs. NEX also introduces a payment service and funds management layer that enables third-party smart contracts on Neo to send and receive global assets as part of their computation. To fund development and future expansion into related services, NEX will issue 50 million tokens that will give holders a share of profits in its services. Let me read that again. To fund development and future expansion into related services, NEX will issue 50 million tokens that gives holders a share of profits in its services. So let's see what that's all about. All right, I've jumped down to page 9 of 12. The bulk of the information above basically is explaining how the NEX is going to work, how the exchange works, etc., etc. I was more interested to jump down here. So the NEX token allows holders to claim a share of fees generated by the payment service and exchange. In total, 50 million tokens will be issued that entitle holders to a share of the fees taken by the exchange and payment service. NEX holders can claim their profits through a staking process where claims on the staked NEX operate similar to gas claim calculation on the Neo network. In this way, token holders who hold NEX benefit directly from the success of the exchange services. As more fees are generated, holders will receive larger awards. Let me read that again. As more fees are generated, holders will receive larger rewards. Please note, legal and regulatory policy may require changes in this token model. We aim to be as transparent as possible with the NEX community and will share any updates as they occur. And this is just an aside. I think because this will probably be construed as a dividend type token, my guess is that U.S. citizens probably won't be allowed to be involved. But that's just a guess. Anyway, sign up. If you live in the U.S., sign up anyway. Get inside the lottery because you will potentially be able to sell them for a profit on the exchanges. And I can almost guarantee you that as a token that has a profit potential, a profit-making potential, there will be, I believe, in my humble opinion, a premium on these tokens when they do hit the markets. Okay, so just to see how they calculate the fees are calculated two different ways. They can be calculated if a user places a market order. Okay, so basically buy 1,000 NEX for Neo, and the exchange will collect a fee of 0.0025, so basically 2.5 NEX. Similarly, if a user transfers 1,000 NEO on the payment service for a fee of 0.001 gas, that fee will be added to the gas fee total. Total NEX fees are calculated by simply computing the fees taken for each asset on the exchange. As fees are taken, a proportion of them are moved to an independent smart contract that manages the claiming process. So claiming your fees, users can stake their NEX tokens in a smart contract that pays out a proportion of exchange and payment service fees. To stake their tokens, users send their NEX tokens to the smart contract via a stake method that records the starting block and the amount sent by the user. The user can then make periodic claims on the contract to retrieve their share of NEX profits since staking began. Users can commit to staking their tokens for longer periods of time to receive a larger proportion of fees. Let me read that again. Users can commit to staking their tokens for longer periods of time to receive a larger proportion of fees. So as long as you're happy to leave those tokens on that platform in that staking wallet, and it looks like they're going to give you an option for an amount of time that you can leave it there, you will potentially, or you will increase the profits that you'll be getting from by staking those tokens. Okay, so here's an example. This is assuming that you are going to, first, you won the lottery, right? So 25,000 people are going to be able to go in and buy up to 1,000 NEX. So claim example is A, you won the lottery. Woohoo! A user owns 1,000 NEX. So the second assumption is you maxed out your $1,000 purchase. And NEX has generated fees in, again, this is an example, has generated fees and tokens equivalent to $100 million at market value since they last made a claim. Assuming the user has staked NEX at a rate of 75%, they would be eligible for a claim worth $100 million times 1,000 divided by the 50,000 tokens times 0.75, which is the payout rate, equals $1,500. This rate is hypothetical, and we will release true rates at a later time. The claim can be received by the user claims a direct cut of fees across each token on the exchange. So if NEX is trading NEO, Gas, NEX, and RPX, the user would receive a share of each of these assets, or the user claims an equivalent amount in one preferred asset type. Here, NEX will do the conversion automatically using its trade features and corresponding fee structure. All right, I want to go quickly through this figure 3, which is found on page 9, again, of 12 pages. In figure 3, and NEX enables a long-term vision of decentralized banking through a smart contract-based funds management service. First, users here buy assets from conventional services. You can see that they are using yen, dollars, and euros. So they buy assets from conventional services. 2, they interact with them on the NEO blockchain through the NEX smart contract. 3, these assets can also be traded on NEX through NEP5 pairs to enable cross-chain exchange, which is very cool. And then funds stored in the management contract have access to other services such as indexed investment accounts or peer-to-peer lending. So it looks like the exchange is going to be offering more than just exchange services, as in eventually you will be able to do more than just buy tokens and sell tokens. Talking about peer-to-peer lending and indexed investment accounts, that's all pretty sexy stuff. All right, this table gives an example of how they're going to charge fees. Again, you can see the numbers here. There's basically a taker fee and a maker fee, but there's no indication in this white paper anywhere of estimated volumes of exchange. So it's really difficult to try to put any real valuation, as in like passive income valuation, into or to extract any passive income valuation from this white paper. All right, if we have a quick look at the team, these guys are all co-founder of Cause, which is the City of Zion, co-founder of City of Zion, co-founder of City of Zion, co-founder of City of Zion, creator of NeoScan. This guy's the creator of the Neon Wallet, PhD Stanford University, PhD ETH Zurich, CTO of Altoida, research engineer at Schlumberger Dahl. So again, the guys have already kind of proven themselves in that they have working tools that are available right now. And again, I use the Neon Wallet right now, and I'm holding my Neo there, and I'm staking my gas on a daily basis. Again, come down to the next level. Again, co-founder of Cause, designed for Fortune 500 companies, designed for Alexa 500 websites, core contributor to the Neon Wallet, Neo Council, and Neo Council. And these two guys, I think, are pretty big wigs in the Neo space. Hong Fei is the founder of Neo and the CEO of OnChain. And Eric Zhang is currently the CTO of OnChain. Okay, once again, guys, this is going to do it for me on this one. This is the final review of the NEX platform. It's a huge buzz on the internet. Again, everyone's talking about it. Again, just to remind you, you have to buy NEO or gas to get involved with it. Go ahead and sign up. You might be one of the 25,000 winners. And if you are, come back to this video and give us a comment. I will obviously be doing lots more videos if I'm one of the 25,000 winners and walking you through it. But if you believe in the NEO project and you're interested in getting in on the ground level of an exchange, a decentralized exchange, which is going to provide a passive income opportunity, which you guys know I love, this is pretty exciting and sexy stuff. So guys, this is Crypto Kurt out.